everyone, it's Lizzie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I'm setting up my January budget. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I have to say and what my budget looks like, then keep on watching. So it's the beginning of the year and there are a lot of things that you can do. You can reflect on the past year and see what adjustments you can make. One of them being Christmas. So yes, I know Christmas just came and went, but really January is the time when you should be planning on how much you want to spend on Christmas. And this is a lesson that I have learned from the Budget Mom. She has this worksheet available on her blog, and I'm actually doing her savings challenges. So it's a course that you can get, and I've enrolled in that. But this is one of the worksheets that came, and I had already filled in my gift budget and approximately how much I want to have for Christmas. And right here, it kind of breaks down what the savings plan is. So my total budget that I want, and this is including decorations, it's including food, Secret Santas that you get invited to, which I had gotten invited to so many this year. And luckily we had cash and we had creative ways that we were able to give gifts on a very small budget. So this is a great way and I am loving it. I'm so excited for this, but this is the plan for starting in January. So I've already come up with the amount that we want to set aside each month, which to have the goal of $11.55 for December, it's setting aside $105 into my Christmas sinking fund. And this is the envelope that came with the course, and you write in what your goal date is and what your amount is, and then you can just go ahead and fill your cash envelope. So I'm so excited to be starting that. And also the savings challenge for January is to come up with a 5-letter word, and she has a little key to figure out how much each of the letters are. But my 5-letter word for January is bless. And what it is that each week I will be saving from my cash envelopes. I will be saving $4 the first week, $12 the next week, $5, $19, and $19. So that's for the 5 weeks in January, and I will be putting it in this cash envelope. So I'm really excited, and I will be sharing my whole journey of these savings challenges, and hopefully by seeing me do that, you guys would also be interested in joining along this savings journey. Let me know if any of you have purchased that and are also a part of the Facebook group that the Budget Mom has for these savings challenges. But I just think it's wonderful having the budget community come together and really encourage one another to become financially free. And that's really what my channel and what her channel is all about. So now let's get into the budget. First thing that I do, which I've already done here, is I wrote up my calendar. I filled in the bills that are coming due. I filled in any doctor's appointments that I may have. I know I have another one, but I haven't scheduled it yet. I have a baby shower to go to, and then I just made my notes of what I plan on doing for the month of January. So now I'm gonna fill in what my projected dollar amounts are for our income and also for the expenses. Now, I'm estimating way less for our income for January as well. And that's because my husband has changed jobs and there's been holidays. So I'm estimating that we're gonna receive a little bit less in January, and looking forward to the future and ways that we can cut back on a few things. So that's really what 2020 is all about, new beginnings. So we're gonna get started filling in the income. So I'm just gonna carry over what I had planned out for December. So for my husband, we are just budgeting on the low end for the both of us. So $2,100, $2,000, $50 for me. So $4,150 is what we're projecting for our income. And now this is very low. I'm feeling that we will get a lot more from our side income and from my husband's business that he's starting up. I can't wait for that. So I know that we're gonna get a lot more. So I'm not too worried, but we do have to be realistic. So that's why I am budgeting a little bit less. And now for our tithe, this is the 10% of what our income is. So the amount that we'll set aside for our tithe is $415. And now I'm gonna get a lot of questions, and I've gotten a lot of comments about tithing. So I'm gonna pause here for a minute. If you wanna skip over this part, then just fast forward through until you see that I'm stopped talking about it. But tithing is very, very important to us, and it is not negotiable. This is something that comes very natural to us, and we believe in giving. And we know that when we have that open hand that we're giving, we will receive in abundance, and we will never lack. And that is what we believe, and that is truly what we have experienced throughout the time of us giving. God has really opened up doors for us. He has allowed us to receive random blessings, whether it be gift cards for us to be able to go out to eat, going to the movies, gift cards that are received that way, somebody coming by and, giving us food, meals and things like that. Like little things like that is such a blessing. And that's really from having that open hand and giving. And having that open hand, you will be able to receive so much more. When you have that closed fist and you hold on to your money and you're not willing to get rid of it and give it, then guess what? Yeah, you will hold that money, but you will never be able to receive anything. So that's a lesson, and that was a big eye-opener to us, and we've always been giving. So now, sorry about that. If you felt some sort of way, I don't mean to offend anybody, but this is just what we believe, and it has been such an amazing experience giving and to also receive as well. So now this offering portion, what this is, we give to a specific ministry. And yes, we tend to give a little bit more to the church, but right now this is like a fixed amount that we just have recurring. Every month we give $20 to this ministry. So now the total for offering is $435. Sorry if you hear the rain, by the way. It is pouring. So moving on to our fixed expenses here. Our mortgage, the amount is $1,473.30. That never changes. Our homeowners association has actually gone up. We received a bill in the mail, and I want to say our quarterly HOA payments was usually $100 every 3 months. And now we got a bill with the new coupon book that our HOA is going up every quarter. It's going to be $154, something like that. So we have to plan accordingly. So for setting aside for April, we're planning on setting aside $51. So Disney Pass, this is $63.52. Now our Disney Pass runs out in February, and we got the message that we can renew our Disney passes. However, the passes went up, and it would be about $76, but it's gonna go up quite a bit. And yes, my husband and I go to Disney quite a lot, and we enjoy it. But we think for this year, we're just gonna cancel our Disney Pass and just focus on other things and exploring Florida. We really haven't gone out and branched out or anything. So next year, come March, this payment will no longer be in our budget. So that's going to be a big change come the end of February. Now iTunes is 99 cents. We have a Spotify account, it's $14.99. Our water bill, it came out, so it's $78.46. We have an ID theft, that's $12.90. Our internet bill is $69.99. I am actually gonna call to have our internet switched over to my name, and we're gonna see if we can save some money that way. One of my coworkers told me about that, and I'm gonna try it out and see, because it's a new service. I've never had internet service under my name, so I am technically a new client. So we'll see if that works. Let me know if you guys have ever done that. Our ADT, I called and I had asked if I can get this lowered, if there's anything that I can do. I was paying $5 more, so they saved me $5. But $5 savings is better than no savings. So now our current ADT bill is gonna be $58.42. Another change in our finances or our bills is our car insurance. We have now gotten a second car that I paid for cash, and we turned in our car lease. We did turn in our car lease early. Our car lease was due to be turned in April. However, I was over in my miles of what I was allowed per the contract, so I knew I was gonna owing more than what I planned on. So we thought, you know what, the best thing for us not to drive this car anymore, not to accrue more miles and owe GM Financial more than what we already are having to owe them, let's just get a car. And so we got a used car, and it is great. We paid, it was $1,700 for this car. It's a 2002 Honda CRV. It's black and it looks really great. It's in wonderful condition, and I've been driving that now and I love it. It's such a different feeling when you're driving a car that's been paid for. And I do plan on sharing our whole financial experience and our view in a video with my husband. We plan on going live on a Thursday night. So make sure you stay tuned and let me know if you guys would be interested in hearing from my husband. I think it will be very impactful to many people, and I cannot wait. So please let me know. I would love to hear from the both of you, and that you'll be on live with us, but I'll make sure to keep it announced or make announcements once we figure out what date we want to get started doing that. But so because we changed cars and I'm no longer in a 2017 lease, that has dropped our car insurance. So we're saving there. We were originally paying $210, and now our car insurance is $170.21. So that is amazing. Then we have a credit card, and we pay $67 for that. Life insurance, we have 2 life insurance policies. One is mine that gets taken out on the 18th, and the other one is my husband's that gets taken out towards the end of the month. So let me add up what the total life insurance is. So our total life insurance is $30.48. And now I am just estimating what our electric bill is, because we have not gotten that. So I'm just estimating $80 for that. Our phone bill, this is a fixed expense. It's $96.17. And I recently got this Disney Plus. I love everything about Disney. I am such a fan. I love the movies. And we have this subscription service. So it's $6.99. In our car, I am still making the car payments, so I'm not debt free from that car. So I will get that final bill from GM Financial with all of the miles and everything of what is due, but I'm still just gonna set aside what we normally do until I get that bill, which we had paid $266.50. So I cannot wait once this gets gone from my budget. I will no longer have to pay that. I can't wait for that day. So $266.50 is what we are still setting aside for our car. And now let's move on to gas. We're setting aside for the both of us $300 for the month. SunPass, $95 because we do have tolls. And groceries is always $300 for the month. So that's $75 for the weeks. So now let's add everything up and see what we are left with. $32,35.92 is what the total is. So now let's figure out what we have left over, taking the income, $41.50, subtracting the giving, and then subtracting the $32,35.92. So we're left with $479.08 to separate into these sinking funds and categories. So you all are probably wondering, well, Lizzie, you had mentioned your 80-20 rule. So I've already taken care of the 10%, but what is 80% of the $41.50? 80% is $33.20. So that is very low. As you can see, we've already met the majority of that, right? But like I said, I know we're gonna be making a little bit more. So for the monthly budget, I'm really not too picky when it comes to the 80-20 because I just use this as like my guide. The paycheck budgets is where I get really focused on reaching my 80% of what we're spending out, 10% to giving, and the other 10% to whatever goal I have, whether it be growing our savings or paying off debt. So the paycheck budget really is what I focus on. The monthly budget is my little guide of what I plan and what our true goals are for the month. And we really have to focus on our sinking funds, growing our sinking funds again for Christmas and gifts and different things. So I just kind of wanted to explain that to you guys. So we still have $479.08 left to budget. So where is this money going? You really should give every dollar a job, because if you just let this sit in your bank account and you're not, you're just saying, well, I have this extra $400, let's just go, wild and spending all of this money. Well, no, you should really figure out what you should be setting aside for. Some people don't have these categories. Make up your own. My budget is personal to us and it works for our household. I just share this and I'm open about my budget to give you guys a realistic idea on how you can do your own budget. So using my numbers, you know that, okay, well, somebody that makes $4,000 in a month can do a budget. If you make more, that is wonderful. You've been blessed. Now you have to give every one of your dollars a job so you know that they're not just running away from you. You want to make sure that you are sticking to a budget, making a plan before the month begins, and giving a place for all of your dollars, because the moment that the month is over, you're going to look back and you're going to wonder, where the heck did all of your money go? So sorry I ranted a little bit, but I just had to share that with you all. So now, because it's the beginning of the year, we have to start setting a little bit aside for our anniversary. Our anniversary is in September, and I want to have something for us to just do a little getaway. This year, I don't foresee us going far, going on big trips. Because this year in 2019, we went on a cruise. We went to New York. We might still visit family in New York this year, but as far as like big trips, big spending trips, I don't foresee us doing that. Something small is what I'm looking forward to. So for our anniversary, we are setting aside $38. Car maintenance is $40. Gifts is $20. Christmas, I had already shown you that worksheet. We're setting aside $105. So that's kind of our big category right now. Home, $10. This is a new category that you guys who have been following me are wondering, well, where does this medical take place? Well, as you can see here, I have a doctor's appointment, and I know I will be having multiple doctor's appointments this year. My health insurance has changed coming 2020. I have a copay plan, so I no longer have my health savings account anymore. And that is because my husband and I are going to a fertility specialist, and I'm being examined, and we're trying to start our family. So it's kind of emotional for me, but I'm excited. I have a lot of different emotions going on, but I have to have this medical envelope now included in my budget because I know that throughout the year where I'm going to be paying co-pays and all of these different things. So there's going to be a lot of changes going on in 2020, but I am so looking forward to starting my family and, you know, the whole journey. I know God is with me, and I know many people are praying for me, but yeah, so that's why we are now incorporating this sinking fund in our budget. Pet, we do have leftover funds from our envelope for pet, so I am setting aside $50 for this. Our spending envelope, we're just putting $20. Toiletries is usually minimal, so we're only putting $10. And then our vacation, $5 is going in that. So very little, but slow and steady. Little bit is better than nothing, is what I like to say. So now let's add this up. $348 is what the total sinking funds is. So now we're going to take the $479.08, subtract the $348 to see what we're left with, and that leaves us with $131.08. So the $131.08 that we have left to budget is going to our emergency fund so that we can grow that back up. And that is how I set up my January budget using my calendar and also using this January monthly budget. So all of this is available on my Etsy shop. I'll have everything linked in the description box down below, along with a discount code for my subscribers. And yeah, that is everything for my January budget with me. I really hope that this inspires you guys to get on a written budget, and just know that it just takes planning, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work right for you and your family. That is what this is all about. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel a lot. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in a brand new video. Bye guys.